Today, I'll be giving you the best jump shot for every height, rating, and build in NBA 2K25. This video is going to be divided into 3 sections for all 3 heights. First, starting with 5'9" through 6'4" builds, then getting into 6'5" through 6'9" builds, and finally getting into 6'10" through 7'3" builds. And don't worry about your 3-point rating either, because I'll be going over both low 3-point options and high 3-point options for each of the 3 heights. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the jump shots for the 5'9" through 6'4" builds. So first, we're going to go over a low 3-point 5'9" through 6'4" jump shot. So if your build is 5'9" through 6'4" and has a low 3-point or mid-range, then you want to put this shot on right here. For the base, you want to go with Trey Jones. For upper release 1, you want to go Oscar Robertson. For upper release 2, you want to go with Trey Mann. And then for the visual cue, you want to go with push. For the speed, you want to go all the way maxed. And then for the blending, you want to go 70% Oscar, 30% Trey Mann. This shot right here is really a last resort. Like, this is if you can't get any of the other shots I'm going to show for 5'9" through 6'4" builds. Now, jump shot number 2, and this is if you have a higher 3-point or midi on your 5'9" through 6'4" build. For the base, you want to go with Cameron Thomas. For upper release 1, you want to go Oscar Robertson. And then for upper release 2, you want to go with Trey Mann. For the cue, you want to go with push. For the release speed, you want to go maxed out. And then for the animation blending, you want to go 70% Oscar, 30% Trey Mann. Now, this right here is the best shot you can go with for 5'9" through 6'4" builds if you are not starter 4. That is because the next shot that I'm going to show you, you do have to be starter 4 to unlock. And getting into the best possible jump shot for 5'9" through 6'4" builds. If you are not starter 4 rep, you want to equip the last jump shot that I just showed. But if you are, let's go ahead and get into the jump shot. So for the base, you want to go with Patty Mills. For upper release 1, you want to go Oscar Robertson. For upper release 2, you want to go Colin Sexton. Now for the visual cue, you want to go with release. Now Patty Mills base is the only jump shot in the entire game that I use release with, which is because Patty Mills base is the fastest base in the entire game. For the release speed, you want to go 3 out of 4 because the shot is just so fast. You got to lower it a little bit. And then for the blending, you want to go 52-48. Like I said, this right here is the best shot for 5'9" through 6'4" builds. Equip this if you are starter 4. If not, equip the last shot that I showed. Moving on to the next height, which is 6'5" through 6'9" builds. And we're going to go ahead and get into a low 3-point 6'5" through 6'9" build jump shot. So for the base, you want to go with J.R. Smith base. For upper release 1, you want to go with Sadiq Bey. Upper release 2, you want to go Lamar Odom. And then for the visual cue, you want to go push. For the release speed, you want to go maxed out at 4 out of 4. And then for the blending, you want to go 68-32. Now this shot can be used with either spot ups or guards. You also only need a 78 3-pointer or midi to get this shot, which makes it very, very easy to get. Definitely a really, really good jump shot. So first, getting into the best high 3-point or mid-range guard jump shot for 6'5" through 6'9" builds. For the base, you want to go with Jarrett Culver. Upper release 1, Oscar Robertson. Upper release 2, Sadiq Bey. For the cue, you want to go with push. For the release speed, you want to go 3 out of 4. And then for the blending, you want to go 73-27. Now you can use this jump shot on spot ups, but I recommend using it only on guards, because on spot ups you will get a lot of gathers off the catch, but you still can use it on spot ups. Instead, if you are a spot up, I recommend using this shot right here. Now this right here is if you have a high 3-pointer or mid-range. The base, you want to go with Matt Ryan. For the upper release 1, you want to go Oscar Robertson. Upper release 2, you want to go Kyle Korver. And then for the blending, or for the cue, you want to go with push. For the release speed, you want to go 4 out of 4. And then for the animation blending, you want to go 36-64. Matt Ryan base is honestly the smoothest spot up jump shot in the entire game. You rarely get gathers, and you can green contested so often with this shot. Now moving on to 6'10" through 7'3" builds. Now if you have a low 3-ball 6'10" through 7'3" build, then this is the shot that you want to go with. So for the base, you want to go with Andre Drummond. For upper release 1, you want to go Julius Randle. And then for upper release 2, you want to go Michael Porter Jr. For the cue, you want to go with push. For the speed, you want to go max. And then for the animation blending, you want to go 49-51. Now all the grades on this shot are pretty good except for the timing stability. You can't really ask for much more because you only need a 73-point or midi to get this shot. And moving on to high 3-point or mid-range 6'10" through 7'3" builds. Now for the base, you want to go with Jonathan Isaac. For upper release 1, you want to go Julius Randle. Upper release 2, Michael Porter Jr. And then for the cue, you want to go push. For release speed, you want to go maxed out at 4 out of 4. And then for the blending, just like the last shot, you want to go 49-51. Now, since I just got y'all right with the best jump shot for every single height and rating, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.